Mind if we come in for a minute? I don't have any words to tell you how sorry I am.
Thanks.
How are you doing? You don't think anybody should be worried about how you're doing? Mom does. She wants the same thing she's always wanted. For you to be okay.
Do you know when my dad's coming back?
Where'd he go?
The police station. He wanted to be there when Jack got put away.
He should be here pretty soon. I brought Jack in a little while ago. From what I hear, airtight case.
Get off. Where you going, Manning?
Forget about him. All right, I know how much this hurts. You're angry, I'm angry too.
Yeah, right.
Hey, look, I get stuck dealing with crap like this in this town all the time, and I'm pretty sick of it, all right? But you're wrong if you think I didn't care about Gigi. She wasn't just someone who worked for me. She's my friend, and she deserves better than this. But right now, I got this confession to deal with, and for the time being, it lets Jack Manning off the hook.
Well, that's something I can teach my son. His mom dies, and the kid who did it gets a walk. It means he's free and clear to do the same thing to somebody else. Because apparently, all you need in this town to get away with murder is a bunch of money. Just so as long as there's other people to look the other way. Cops. Lawyers. You know, you're all making this happen. Not me. I stopped Clint Buchanan from getting Gigi's heart, and I will stop you, Todd. You and your sick little clone of a son. I will make you pay.
Kelly, I feel your pain.
What?
Oh, you free yourself from John. You go running to Joe, expecting to be welcomed with open arms, and again, he casts you aside.
Oh. How many times has that guy dumped you? Probably can't count that high.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, but Joey is not the one who dumped me. I am the one who put on the brakes.
You rejected him?
He asked for another chance. The way he did it was beautiful. He said everything I've ever wanted to hear, but...
But what?
I didn't want to be his rebound, and that's what I told him.
Wow. How shocked was he?
Shocked, but he didn't want to give up. He even promised that he'd move heaven and earth to win me back. And nothing's moved yet.
Kelly, if I don't say this, who will? That's the stupidest thing you have ever done in your life.
What are you talking about? Why would they cancel the transplant?
Gigi had a healthcare proxy, gives Rex the power to make her medical decisions, and he's saying that Dad can't have Gigi's heart.
Well, he can't do that.
Yeah, actually he can.
Well,
the
you
law
have to
backs him up.
You have to go talk to him, Natalie.
I'm gonna try.
Well, you're gonna have to do more than that. You're gonna say anything that Rex needs to hear. Don't worry, you're good at that.
Jess!
No, come on, you're an expert. Don't be modest. You talked Brody into bed. This should be easy.
Excuse me. Is this really what you want your father to be hearing now?
I'm sorry. I just found out that they canceled.
I understand, sweetheart, okay? I'm sorry, too. We're all really upset, which is why we have to make the most of the time we have left, okay? So go and be with your father. He's asking for you. All right, both of you.
Mom. What's wrong? What's wrong? It's okay. It's okay.
Hey, John, how many times are you gonna let that guy threaten me before you do something about it?
What am I supposed to do?
You could lock him up.
Busy, Manning. I gotta find Marty Saybrook.
So you're just gonna ignore what happened here?
Did something happen? I must have missed it.
This is about Marty, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is, and this is your last chance. Do you have any information on her whereabouts?
So John is Liam's father. Fine. You want to help me? I want to help you.
Mr. Manning, you sure do have interesting taste. I wish we could stick around, buddy, but I gotta get your cousin here to his doctor's appointment.
Is he okay?
Yeah, just to check up. We could probably stop by when it's over.
You don't have to. I'm okay.
I know you have Dad, Shane. And I got Liam. You and me, as far as I'm concerned, we're family. We always will be. I love you, buddy. When you love somebody, you stick it out with them. Especially through the bad times.
So can you believe it, Jesse? Your dad's too ornery to get a heart. They figured I lived this long without one, I just don't need it. Hey, now, you better laugh at your dad's jokes while you have the chance.
How can you smile right now?
Come on. A Buchanan always has something to smile about. Your grandpa always used to say that.
I wish someone could have written all those things down. The written wisdom of Asa Buchanan.
Your grandpa was larger than life. You suppose I'll be saying that about me pretty soon?
Dad, don't.
Okay.
Don't.
How about this? I love you, my beautiful, beautiful girls.
I love you. Me too, so much.
You know, when they told me I had a daughter, she just took hold of my heart, and then somehow I got lucky twice. Now, I want both of you to promise me something. That you will always remember that you are lucky too. You're not just sisters, you're twins. And no one on this earth will ever understand you or look out for you as you will for each other. So whatever you have to do to forgive each other, I want you to do it. Now please, your daddy wants you to find a way.
And there doesn't seem to be any way to get Rex to reconsider. So there's no hope right now, Joey.
Did you just call me stupid?
If the shoe fits, Cinderella, you had Joe in the palm of your hand.
And instead of saying, oh, my prince has come, you're making him drop and give you 50. Nice. You've obviously learned from the master. Make him work for it.
Are you telling her to take a page from my book?
Yeah, I am.
That is stupid. Honey, do as I say, not as I do. Do you love Joe? Do you?
Yes, of course I do.
And now you know that he loves you, too. He just couldn't act on it until now.
Yes, because he made a choice. Because he married Aubrey.
So what do you want him to do? Huh? Wear sackcloth and ashes the rest of his life?
Is sackcloth burlap? Because I had to wear burlap in Morocco.
Atonement. Really? If you want Joe to atone, he can atone just as well with you as without you.
Okay, I'm sold.
Okay, that makes one of us. Where are you going?
I've already told you, I'm sitting Shiva.
And I am going to call Joe. I'm going to get him over here so you can get him back.
Hello?
Oh, Vicky, I was calling Joe.
Oh, yeah, well, he's in with Clint. He asked me to answer his phone.
I see. I'm sorry. I thought Clint was on the operating table. Oh. Oh, dear. That is a lot to absorb. Well, I had no idea, and I'm very sorry. Bye-bye.
What's going on?
Clint's transplant didn't come through. He's not getting a new heart. Where are you going?
To see Joey.
David, where are you going? Honey, what are you doing?
Shiva's over. We get to look in the mirror again. The cowboy's dead.
Is it over? Did Jack cry when they took him away? Shane, I don't know how to... Things didn't turn out like we thought.
What happened?
Jack's not going to prison.
Pretty crazy, huh? I mean, first Brad confesses, and then Shane's dad goes berserk in front of like a room full of cops. God, that guy's a problem.
No, I think you're the one with the problem, Jack. You just dodged 20 to life, and I haven't heard one thank you from you.
Right. I didn't mean... I'm sorry.
And?
Thank you?
Not to me!
Okay, listen.
Thank you, Taya.
It's a little late, isn't it?
I need to talk to your father. Go to your room, Jack, please.
You were awfully quiet today.
Was I?
When McBain ignored all those threats, you could have offered a few threats of your own at him. And we could sue his pathetic ass if we wanted to.
I had a lot on my mind, I guess.
Like what?
Like figuring out how many counts of fraud you put us all on the hook for. Tell me, you didn't force Jack's friend to take the fall for this.
Okay. I won't tell you. The kid's father lost his entire fortune. Taya. When I talked to him, he cried. He literally cried when I told him I would get it back for him. And now he can afford a lawyer. He'll keep his son out of prison. Now, I did what I did for my son to protect him. I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
I can't believe this.
Really? What can't you believe? For all the years you've known me, what can't you believe? That I would protect my son?
You are ruining your son. Teaching him the worst lesson in the world, that there are no consequences to his violence.
Consequences are coming.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What are you gonna do? Take away his computer for a week? Tell him he can't eat dessert? Todd, he's not a little boy anymore. He's not a kid whose worst crime is mouthing off or cheating in a board game. Jack is a dangerous person.
He didn't set out to kill anyone.
No, he didn't. But when he heard about Gigi, he had no remorse. None, Todd. He didn't think for a second what it might be like for Shane to live without his mother. All he thought about was Jack.
What do you want me to say?
I want you to tell me what you see when you look at your son. You want to know what I see? I see you.
And when his little friend confessed, that was it. Jack was free to go.
Because Brad said he planned the whole thing? That's insane. Brad just does whatever Jack tells him to do. Everybody knows that.
Including John McBain, but when you have a signed confession, even if somebody
Well, there
paid
has
for
to be
it...
some way to prove it. That Todd Manning paid off Brad's dad?
It's not as easy as you'd think. I'm sorry, Shane.
So, what are we gonna do?
I'm working on it.
How does Jack just get to go do whatever he wants? He's never gonna have to pay for it?
No,
Ever?
no. Jack will pay. So will Todd.
How?